Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm going to be making a raw vegan dish. You don't have to use your oven. And if you're going to take it to work, even better, especially if you don't have a microwave. I'm always on the go and don't often have access to a microwave, so it's quite convenient. I just suggest ideally, keep the dressing separate until you're going to enjoy this meal. This is the delicious raw Asian cauliflower rice bowl we're going to be making today, complete with a spicy peanut lime dressing. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get started! First of all, I'm adding 1/2 of a cauliflower head into this food processor. I'm going to pulse it until it resembles a rice texture. And here's the texture we're going for. Over here in this dish, I'm adding 1/4 cup of tamari, a total of 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And this is going to be for our mushroom marinade. Tamari is naturally gluten-free, whereas soy sauce does contain wheat. Tamari is produced with fermented soybean paste and does contain more protein than soy sauce. It is also less likely to have preservatives or food additives, whereas soy sauce may contain those items. It has manganese and it has a smooth and balanced taste. If you get the Japanese tamari, you will notice that it will be more thick than the standard tamari you might find at your local grocery store, so you may want to thin that one out. Tamari does come from Japan, whereas soy sauce originates in China. I washed and dried our shiitake mushrooms and now I'm going to destem them. I have a total of 8. We'll give our marinade a little stir and pop in our shiitake mushrooms. We're going to want to make sure they're completely saturated. Massage the marinade into the mushrooms. We want to make sure they absorb as much liquid as possible. You can marinate them in the fridge overnight or at least for an hour. Now for our red bell pepper, we're going to want to cut it into strips, so make sure you de-seed it and cut out the membrane. If this is for lunch for the next day, feel free to do the prep work the night before and simply assemble it in the morning. Now onto our zucchini, we're also going to want to get some matchstick type pieces. Now I'm cutting up our carrots into matching pieces as well. I'm chopping up 2 red chilies now. This will be the perfect amount for the 1/2 of the cauliflower head along with all the other ingredients. Feel free to adjust it to your liking. I have 1 green onion I'm chopping up. This will be for the finishing touch. And I'm slicing up some thin strips of red onion. They're not super thin, but thin enough. Over here in this measuring cup, I'm getting 1/4 cup of our smooth, natural peanut butter. No sugar added. And I'm adding 1/4 cup of tahini, which makes for a total of 1/2 cup. Just simple math, really. Here's our fresh lime. We're going to get some juice out of this entire lime. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I'm popping in our chopped chilies. I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of maple syrup just for a touch of sweetness. I'm chopping up some cilantro and some basil. It's going to be for a finishing touch as well. You can use Thai basil, but I'm just using regular basil. And I'm microplaning 2 teaspoons worth of fresh ginger. And I'm microplaning 1 clove of garlic. We'll add our ginger and garlic into our peanut dressing, and we're going to use our marinade from the mushrooms to complete this dressing. So we'll just carefully pour in the liquid content from the mushrooms, reserving the mushrooms for later, of course. I already provided Shimmy with his half, so we're just doing the remaining half here, not to be confused as to why the amount looks different. We'll stir up our mixture nicely until it's nice and smooth. Some may want to add some water if necessary. No water was added here, and you can see it's pourable. Firstly, in our beautiful dragon bowl, we're adding our cauliflower rice. A fun fact about cauliflower is it resembles a brain, and it's also great for the brain as well. It has choline, which is great for memory and is good for cleansing the liver. Cauliflower contains vitamin K and folate. Now we're adding our carrot strips, our zucchini strips, our red bell pepper, our red onion, our shiitake mushrooms, I'm topping our bowl with our chopped cilantro, basil, and green onion. We have a touch of the marinade left, so I'm just going to pour that on. And it's time to pour on our spicy lime peanut sauce. For the finishing touch, I'm adding black sesame seeds. And our bowl is ready to go. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious Asian cauliflower bowl with the peanut lime dressing. A little bit spicy. You can adjust the spice to your liking, as always. Or if you can't handle the spice, you can leave it out. But it is delicious with the spice. Perfect combination of flavors. And the great thing about the tamari is you don't have to add any salt. I see a lot of recipes out there where they add salt on top of soy sauce or tamari, but in my opinion, it's really not necessary. There's enough salt in either tamari or soy sauce. So without trying, this happens to be a gluten-free recipe, keto and vegan. I don't believe in the keto diet, but it is a keto recipe as well. If you try this delicious and easy recipe, drop me a line down below. I'm always interested to hear from you. Or if any questions arise, pop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. I make a new video and post it every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.